Hey Canucks fans, the Canucks made some more moves today, but no, JT Miller is still here and the Canucks have not upgraded the right side of their blue line. It was more off-ice moves. Let's get into them. I'm Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks Take all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Tuesday, August the 2nd. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. And before I get going, I want to invite a special person in here, someone celebrating his 21st birthday.
Hello, everyone.
Happy birthday, Sean.
Thank you.
How have you celebrated so far?
Well, last night we had some friends over. We celebrated, I guess, as most 21-year-olds would do. We had a really good time. And then today we went for all-you-can-eat sushi. Also a very good time. And then finished off with a nice walk around downtown.
Well, happy birthday. I like the shirt.
Thank you.
And may all your birthday wishes come true.
Appreciate it. Enjoy the vlog.
Thanks, bud. You can close the door. Don't hurt yourself.
Thanks.
Okay. Jim Rutherford, Canucks... happy birthday, Sean. Thanks for coming in here. Everyone greet Sean a happy birthday in the comments. That's going to be like the secret code word or whatever it's called. General Manager Patrick Allvin, not Jim Rutherford, the president. General Manager Patrick Allvin announced a few things today. The first announcement that came out from the Canucks early this morning was more changes to the human performance staff. Now, I'm not going to go through every single name, every single new hire, who they retain, but that's not to devalue their importance, obviously. Very important because we're talking about guys like health and performance consultant, athletic therapist, performance therapist, rehab therapist, wellness therapist, and mental performance consultant. So that is all in the medical staff. So 3 people were hired to join that group and 3 were retained, and that is a group of 6. And then there's also a strength and conditioning division that has a health and performance consultant, a director of applied sports science, and strength and conditioning coach. And then the strength and conditioning coach is new, and the director of applied sports science is a retainment as well. So the Canucks did a press release talking about these 9 individuals, 6 in the medical division, 3 in the strength and conditioning division. Like I said, very important pieces of the team, pieces of the puzzle, important support staff, and they're going to help the Vancouver Canucks. And I'm sure the Abbotsford Canucks, by extension, they're going to help them not only in how they do physically, but obviously mentally and emotionally as well. So again, everything from rehab to wellness to performance to strength and conditioning to mental performance. Very, very important announcement today. Don't really know any of the names involved, but that doesn't, like I said, that doesn't mean we don't give them their due and we don't show them our appreciation. Having said that, I've been joking a little bit around about how the Canucks seem to be making more announcements during this offseason about changes in their front office or on their staff. And it's everything from assistant or associate coaches to human performance, as we talked about today, health and performance, medical staff. And again, these are all very important, but I think maybe it's a sign that Jim Rutherford and Patrick Allvin want to completely... Actually, I was going to say maybe they want to flesh out their coaching staff and their medical staff and their health and performance staff. I was thinking about that, medical and strengthening and conditioning divisions. That's what they're called, the medical division and the strength and conditioning division. So maybe I thought maybe they want to fill out those and their assistant coaches before they move and do a lot of changes on the ice. But I don't think that's completely true, considering they did make a small splash in free agency with the inevitable signing of Kuzmenko, Mikheyev, Lazar, Dakota Joshua, among others. So it's not either or. It can certainly be a both and. It just seems like there's been more talk and more movement in the front office and in the coaching staff behind the bench, so to speak, as opposed to on the ice. And then shortly after that, the Canucks made another important announcement, and this one was again GM Patrick Allvin and Abbotsford Canucks General Manager Ryan Johnson. So the 2 general managers, Patrick Allvin and Ryan Johnson, they announced that they named Marko Torenius as the goaltending development coach and the goaltending coach of the Abbotsford Canucks. And that we're seeing that a lot. We're seeing a lot of teams, they have a director of goaltending, i.e. Ian Clark for the Vancouver Canucks. And then they have someone who works with Ian Clark, who's basically reporting to Ian Clark. And that goaltending coach, if you really think about it, then works with Abbotsford. Think of Ian Clark in Vancouver and now Marko Torenius in Abbotsford. And then Torenius also gets the not only the goaltending coach for Abbotsford, but the goaltending development coach, which by nature means Abbotsford. And then it also means checking out some of our goaltending prospects throughout North America as well. Now, Marko Torenius, he's best known for his stint in the KHL, mostly with SKA St. Petersburg. We know that team because that's where Podkolzin came from. We know that team because that's also where Andrei Kuzmenko most recently played. And they've also have been home to ex-Canucks players like the immortal Lyndon Vey as well. So I saw Lyndon Vey's name and Oscar Fantenberg were two that I noticed right away. Gosh, I'm just looking at their roster. They have like 50 guys listed there. So Torenius comes from coaching in the KHL for the past 7 or 8 years, and I'm just looking at this article from Patrick Johnston of the province. Yeah, he says he's considered one of Finland's leading goalie coaches. So if you're wondering where that name is, he is a Finnish goaltender, and he's known Ian Clark for a long time. And yes, it says that Torenius left Russia after Russia invaded Ukraine. So again, he is going to be the Abbotsford goaltending coach, so working with guys like Colin Delia and likely Artur Silovs, and we'll see maybe Mikey DiPietro, and then also working with their 2 goalie prospects who are spread out across North America, and that is Ty Young and Aku Koskenview. Working with Aku, that guy. I should learn how to say his last name before I do my vlog next time. And if you're wondering where those guys are, just looking where it says it right in the... Where is it? Oh, yeah. Ty Young is in Prince George, so right here in BC. And Koskenview is at Harvard. So both of them in North America. The article also talks about how Torenius has worked with guys like Ville Husso, most recently of St. Louis, now at Detroit, with Jonas Korpisalo in Columbus, Mikko Koskinen in Edmonton, and Kevin Lankinen in Nashville. I actually like both Husso and Lankinen. I picked them up for short stints in my fantasy pools. So yeah, that's a bit on Marko Torenius, our new goaltending coach for Abbotsford, our new goaltending development coach for the organization. Also worked with Tuukka Rask when Rask was a lot younger. And like I said, he has a relationship with Ian Clark, and this move had to be done after Curtis Sanford left Abbotsford to join the Toronto Maple Leafs. And then one tie-in to my family, as we know, and many of you have asked about, my cousin Dusty Emo was hired to be the Toronto Marlies goaltending coach and goaltending development coach for the Toronto Maple Leafs organization back last summer, but that never worked out because of we know what happened, because of some of his Twitter activity, which I still don't agree with how that all went down, but Dusty has moved on. And anytime there is a goaltending coach or goaltending development coach position open, I always wonder, and I always check in with Dusty really quickly to see if that's something that he's interested in or he's being recruited for. So he'll have to wait his turn, but I'm sure that Dusty will land on his feet coaching somewhere sometime soon. But for now, the Canucks make a bunch of announcements, including changes and additions to their medical division, their strength and conditioning division, and they have a brand new goaltending coach for Abbotsford and a goaltending development coach for the organization overall. So Canucks fans, let me know what you think of these changes. Let me know if you are fine with all these off-ice announcements, even if it means a lack of on-ice announcements. Maybe that's the plan. That's been the plan all along. Maybe we're all being patient, as we talked about, and we know that it might be a few more slow weeks of news until things start to ramp up as we head towards the end of August and the middle of September when training camp starts. Shout out to my sponsors, Perform and Transform, Personal Training and Weight Loss, and to Advanced Seat Experts Real Estate Group. And of course, you can always get a pair of Vesty shoes, $15 off, using my code of Canuck Clay. Shout out to legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Justin Credible, legendary Andrew Chang, and to Hall of Fame and franchise members. Thanks to all of you for your support. And finally, if you made it this far to the video, 9.5 minutes in, simple. I said it earlier right off the bat. I want you to give a happy birthday to Sean, a happy 21st birthday to Sean in the comments, and I'll make sure that he reads every single one of them. Subscribe if you'd like to, like this video if you'd like to, become a member or upgrade if you'd like to, leave a tip, a super thanks if you'd like to, and definitely leave a comment down below if you'd like to. Tell me about the changes, and wish my son Sean a happy 21st birthday. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Have a great day. God bless, and go Canucks go.